Good morning. I hope you're all doing well today. I've got a lot of your assignments in, so I will review those assignments probably this afternoon before I do that. And I will also send the key out for that for you tomorrow. I've gone ahead and loaded your assignments for today, which I said is not due. I loaded them yesterday, but I said they're not due till Friday. So I just wanted to run through those very quickly. The first thing I loaded for you was a key to notes. So this is basically just nothing but a review of what you did with secants and angles. And so if you will just read through this and go through it, it's like I said, it's just all review. And so I went ahead and just sent the key. It's the notes that I would have taught in class. Again, I would have just taken time to go through this. So go through this and then let me know if you have any questions on it. So just quickly, all it's saying here is day 3, secant and tangent angles, vertex on and vertex outside. So the first part of this worksheet is just tangent chord theorem. If a tangent and a chord intersect at the point on the circle, then the measure of each angle formed is 1/2 the measure of its intercepted arc. So it's just like an inscribed angle. So here we have angle ABC on the circle, and it's going to be 1/2 of its intercepted arc. So just like an inscribed angle. Then we have 2 examples here. We have find the measure of angle 1, and so what we had to do here with this is take 220 degrees. It's barely noticeable here, but right there it says 220 degrees, divide by 2, and we find that the angle is equal to 110. And then in the next example, it tells us here that the angle is 135. So in order to find this arc here, EFG, okay, the angle that's being formed, once again, it's hard to see, but you can see it on your worksheet. We would take the 135, divide by 2, and we get 270 degrees. Okay, next, we have the interior angles of a circle where the vertex is on the inside of the circle. So if 2 chords intersect on the inside of the circle, then the measure of each angle is half the sum of the intercepted arcs. So here, either angle is going to be equal to the sum of the 2 up here intercepted arcs. And the reason why it could be either angle is because they're vertical angles and they're congruent. So here it says the measure of angle EBA or the measure of CBD is equal to arc EA plus arc CD divided by 2, or angle is equal to the arc plus arc divided by 2. And that's when the arcs intercept on the inside of the circle. So here we do have some examples of that. So our first one, we want to find the measure of arc X and Y. So here we're just going to say 70. We're going to find Y by saying 70 plus 148, because that is the 2 angles being formed here, is divided by 2 equals 109. And then finally, we're going to say X is going to be equal to 85 plus 57 divided by 2, which equals 71 degrees. And then if we move on to the next example, find the value of angle X, which is going to be, well, it's going to be 25 plus X divided by 2 equals 40. Now, how do we know it's 40? Because we see its supplementary angle is 140 degrees, so we can just say 180 minus 140 equals 40. And so now we're just going to make an equation, and we're going to multiply both sides by 2 to cancel out that 2. And 25 plus X equals 80, and we're going to subtract that 25 from both sides, and X equals 55. And then the last one is just the exterior angles. And of course, instead of it being equal to the sum of the angles, it's going to be equal to the difference. So all you're going to do is angle B is going to be equal to the larger arc minus the smaller arc. So in this case, it would be arc DFA minus arc DA divided by 2, or the angle is equal to the big arc minus the small arc divided by 2. So here, if we look at our example, we have x is equal to 115, the larger arc, minus the smaller arc, which is 25, and x equals 45 degrees. And then lastly, find the value of x, which is going to be angle 27 is equal to 70 minus x divided by 2, and we see here it equals 16. So hopefully that helps. Now I also assigned you some other things here too. This right here is just another assignment on secants and tangents intercepting on the inside and outside. So I want you to do that today. Also, this right here is just a review over circumference and areas of circles. So I want you to work on this today. It also has some word problems with it as well. And let's see how you do with that today. Of course, if you have any questions, I will help you out with it. And so I'm going to be working this morning up until 10 o'clock. And then after 10, I have to go back to the doctor again today, but I should be home by at least probably, I want to say 1 o'clock, and I'll be back on till about 3 today. So please feel free, and I may even try to work some of this out for you, but if you can go ahead on it, that's fine. And then the last thing that I have is another worksheet, which is a circle review for you. And this is for reviews of circles, everything that we've done. I want you to work on this. And then what I'm going to try to do is on Monday, we will review this sheet, over this sheet. And then I'm going to try to do a USA test prep quiz for you. And we'll see how that goes. Now, if you're still not understanding by Monday how this is working, you can reach out to me and I'll see if I can set something up with you individually and see if we can't help you to understand it. Okay, have a good day, and you have your assignments.